Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to talk about my luxury beauty favorites from the month of September. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. As many of you know, I have my online beauty consulting service, which is where you get the chance to talk to me one-on-one through a video chat. So if you have questions about the makeup you already own, or if you want some advice buying some new makeup without the added sales pressure, that is what my service is for. So to make an appointment or to get a gift certificate, click the link in the description box down below. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the hair products that I use because I've been getting a lot of comments and messages and questions about my hair, asking which products I use, which brands, so we will discuss that at the end of the video. Recently, I did a video called my fall essentials makeup, so basically just fall makeup that I think is good for this season, and basically everything in the fall essentials video could be a favorite. So I'm not going to replicate, I'm not going to mention items that were in my fall essentials, otherwise it'd be too much repetition. So these are different items, but rest assured that anything that was in my fall essentials video is also a favorite. Now, the first item is a complexion product, and this is the Chantecaille Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. I have the shade Glow, and this technically has an SPF of 15, but I like to wear an SPF separately, of course. I've just really been enjoying this. Now, I know that tinted moisturizers and more lightweight sheer coverage tends to be more popular for summer or warmer months, but I'm actually really enjoying it. It gives you just a very natural glow. I'm not wearing any highlighter today. I find that this gives you just a very healthy looking, very natural, your skin but better, and healthy looking with a little hint of glow. It doesn't look too dewy or luminous. It kind of just looks like this all day, but it just looks really fresh, really natural, really just your skin but better. And when I first got this, I wasn't really into it. I think honestly when I first got this, I hadn't exfoliated properly, and so it had picked up on a little bit of dry skin, but you know that happens. You take care of your skin, but there's just certain weeks that you kind of just fall off the wagon a little bit. So I got back on the wagon of exfoliating and masking, and it's wearing beautifully. So this I've been wearing a lot, even on days that I'm not filming. I just want a little bit of coverage, just unify a little bit and get rid of any redness in the center of my face. I just swipe this on very quickly, and it's just really lovely. Next up are a couple of blushes here. Now, I am guilty of not really truly appreciating the Dior blushes. These have been around for a long time. A lot of people love them. This is the shade called 219 Rose Montagne. It's the blush that I'm wearing today. I would say it's a nice peachy color. It has a little bit of luminosity to it, similar to the Hourglass blushes. So you don't have to wear a highlighter over top. You could if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. Now, I'm going to go ahead and guess something without any actual information, but I think that in the near future, we're going to see a new formulation of these blushes. We've seen Dior do this very slowly and gradually. They redid the entire eyeshadow collection, the lipsticks, they've come out with new powders. So if I'm going to take an educated guess, I would assume or guess that this blush series here will get a new formulation in the near future. I love this Rose Montagne here. It really is just that perfect peach color. So if you're wearing something more cool tone or more warm tone, it doesn't really matter because it's a nice neutral peach. It's not too warm or cool leaning. It's kind of just a very easy, no fuss, no brainer blush. It's very easy to wear, and on days that I'm not filming, I don't necessarily do lots of makeup, so sometimes I just want something just a little hint of color, just super easy, really basic, and it's really great for that. Now, another color that I really like in the same formula is number 962 Poison Matte. This is a beautiful deep berry color. I think this would be really lovely with this lip color here. If you're going to be wearing more deeper, richer, plummy berry lipsticks or even plummy berry eyeshadows for the fall winter season, I would think that this Poison Matte Blush is going to be really lovely. It's deep and dark in the palette here, but you definitely can sheer it out. It's not going to be as intense right away, so you just have to go in lightly with this to apply. And it just sort of livens up your whole complexion, just gives you just that beautiful, almost like you came in from the cold, you know, just like a little bit of color on your cheeks. This one here, Poison Matte, is a matte, so it's not going to give you that same sort of glow. I know that for me, I like this natural glow from the makeup, but if you want something even more natural without any sort of glow, go for the matte series. And I think Poison Matte would be good. Again, if you like these types of lip colors, this would be a good match for you. Now, an eyeshadow here that I've been using a lot the past month in September is from Violett Rephr, and this is part of her liquid eyeshadow series, which is called Cuivre de l'Aube, which is a really nice, warm, bronzy color. This is a liquid shadow. It definitely stays in place and is waterproof, so you have to apply one eye at a time, like one swipe, and then you blend, because whatever shape it dries in, it will stay all day. But it's a really great, just like warm, bronzy color, like a one and done. You definitely could make this more elaborate, but if you want something super simple with like a little hint of mascara afterwards, this is a great one and done shade. And I've just been enjoying these like warm bronzy shades for fall. I think it's a really nice color. It reminds me of fall foliage, like a nice maple tree that's like turned for fall with a hint of gold. I think it's a great color for that. And I'm just happy to see Violett Rephr and her makeup brand, because she's now the makeup director for Guerlain, and I'm just like, I love Violett Rephr, I love Guerlain, so I'm just happy to see all of that combined. Moving on to what I'm wearing today. I guess I am in fact wearing the Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer, but moving on to the rest of the face. So the lipstick here, this is the Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet number 40, La Sensuelle. So the Rouge Allure Velvet formula is a soft satiny matte. It's a bullet matte, so it's not going to be as drying as a liquid lipstick. It's more of a soft satiny finish that dries down more matte. Because of this velvet formula, it does last a bit longer. I find that this lasts a bit longer than the classic Rouge Coco formula, and this shade in particular, La Sensuelle, is a beautiful color for fall. And I've been wearing it a lot on days that I'm wearing something really light and natural on the eyes, and then I want some more emphasis on my lips, so I go into something a bit richer and more bold. And I can't help but think that this lipstick here would be gorgeous with the Matte Poison blush. I did go with a Rose Montagne today, but I could have gone with this one here because this would be a great color combination. Just staying in that berry plummy family would be really flattering. So this would be a good combination to get together and wear. A lot of today's favorites are not very new. I've been shopping a lot of my own collection and own stash for the past few weeks, and for a lot of September. I have a lot of good items, and I love to shop the permanent collection. I find there's so many treasures that we often neglect because we get pushed to buy whatever is new and brand new and coming out hot off the press every 2 weeks. But it's kind of nice to just like be a little bit more relaxed and leisurely and see what's not that new but still exciting. And something that I've really been enjoying a lot recently is what I'm wearing on the eyes. This is the Chanel Ombre Première. These are the beautiful cream shadows. Remember these? Chanel used to come out with so many of these every new season. They'd have new colors, and they've really been neglecting the cream shadow family. So this one here is called Silver Pink. So it's not quite silver nor quite pink. I'm not certain where the name comes from, but I like to use this as a base. So I just go ahead and buff this all over the lid. It's a really great cream shadow base. You could wear this on its own if you wanted something really simple. I like to be a little bit extra, of course, so I go into this one first, and then I go into the Ombre Première single powder shadow here, number 14, Talpa. This is a really beautiful, I guess more cool tone neutral, and I just apply this over top of where I put silver pink, and you get this combination here. It's neutral with maybe a hint of cool, but it's really pretty, really simple. This color combination is really effective, I guess I could say, because this doesn't necessarily look too cool. It does have a hint of silver to it, but you get a bit of warmth as well, and so it is a nice pairing with this lipstick here. And so, you know, sometimes finding inspiration for makeup looks kind of vanishes for a few weeks and then it comes back, but sometimes I like to just have like a set of products that I know I can wear together, and so these ones here wear really nicely together. Now, a brush that has been one of my favorites for the past month is from Rephr. This is the number 12, and this is what I've been using for my eyeshadow combination, the cream and the powder. So what I do is I just go into the powder or the cream first like this, then I just buff it onto the lid really liberally. You don't have to be too precise. Then I just sort of knock off the excess. I go into the powder with the same brush, and then I apply it on top. It's super easy, super simple, and always looks really nice. When I first got this Rephr 12 brush, I wasn't certain how to use it. It's really short and really dense, so it's really great to pack on color and just sort of buff it out. So you're not going to get like a precise crisp line, but if you just want to quickly apply a single shadow, a one and done type of look, I think it's really great. And just this combination here has been my go-to for the past few weeks. It's just been really nice. Like I said, like just having something on the counter that I can just like reach for, no fuss, no brainer. That's the type of thing I like. Okay, so as promised, I'm going to talk about hair care products and brands that I like. Now, having curly hair is a journey. It never ends. The second you think you understand what your curly hair needs or wants, it changes texture. My hair has changed texture a lot over the years. My hair used to be much more coily and much tighter, and as I've gotten older, it's kind of loosened up a little bit. I'm not certain why. This is just genetics. Like, I don't use a curling wand or anything like that. This is just a mixture of French Canadian and North African. This is what you get. So the brands that I've been using a lot of and just been repurchasing, the first one is Moroccan oil. I use their curl enhancing collection. So these are the products here. You can see that they've been used and like squeezed out completely. So I use the curl enhancing shampoo and the curl enhancing conditioner. I go through a significant amount more of conditioner. They always say to use like a quarter amount of conditioner. I typically go through a quarter cup because I just need that much more conditioner. I wash my hair about once a week. I don't wash it more than that. I don't feel like my hair needs it. So I look for anything that says curl enhancing, anything that says like recoil, anything that says hydrating, because my hair texture, my hair is not very coarse, so I don't need anything too heavy. So I typically look for words like hydrating versus moisturizing, because oftentimes moisturizing tends to be heavier. If you have more of a coarse hair texture, that might be for you, but that's not really what my hair needs. Now, other products that I use from Moroccan oil would be the Intensive Hydrating Hair Mask. I use this every other week. If you washed your hair more often, you might want to do it once a week, but I don't do this every single week, but every other week. And it definitely helps lock in hydration and gives your curls more of that like glossy, healthy looking shine. So a mask is very important because I'm certain if you watch this channel, you probably exfoliate and mask your face. So don't forget to do the same to your hair as well. So another brand that I really enjoy is Christophe Robin. So with Christophe Robin, I've actually been enjoying the Volume collection. So what I'll do is I will mix and match. I'll go into the Volume shampoo from Christophe Robin to get more volume at the roots because I actually have very fine hair. I don't have very thick or coarse hair. And then afterwards, I'll go into Moroccan oil for conditioner. So I'll get more volume at the roots, and then the rest of the hair will be more curly and more hydrated with the Moroccan oil conditioner. So I sort of like mix and match that way. Another brand that I really enjoy is also AG Hair Care. Now they have an entire curly hair section. They actually have lots and lots of products for curly hair. So this is the Curl Thrive conditioner. I've used the shampoo and conditioner from AG Hair Care. They're both great. I haven't noticed a huge difference between AG Hair Care and Moroccan oil. I'm just a very extra lady, so sometimes I just like to mix and match different brands. Now, after I've shampooed and conditioned my hair, I detangle in the shower. I have a little pink brush that I use to detangle in the shower. I never brush my hair dry, obviously. I go into the AG Hair Care Recoil. This is a curl activating cream. So when my hair is wet, I take several pumps of this and I just scrunch it into my hair, and then I wrap my hair in a microfiber towel because that helps with the frizz. Frizz is not something that's a lot of fun when you have curly hair. So just make sure you use like a microfiber towel to eliminate any of the frizz. So that's how I wash my hair and style it when it's wet. As I said, I only wash my hair about once a week. So on days that I'm not washing my hair, I still have to do something to it. Otherwise, it kind of just frizzes out and doesn't have any definition, which is the absolute worst. So on a day that I'm not washing my hair, what I do is I go into a curl refresher. This is the Ouidad Bounce Back Reactivating Mist. So you need to get a curl reactivator, a hair refresher, whatever they want to call it. This is a spray that you spray onto dry hair. It wets it, but there's also ingredients in here to help reactivate the curl and the wave. So I do this pretty liberally. And then I go into a styling cream. I'm using one here from Moroccan oil. So I like to use a different one than the day that I wash my hair because this one is a bit heavier. So I'm not trying to add tons more product. It's just that I want to add this here. This is a curl defining cream from Moroccan oil. This will help define the curl and also just eliminate a little bit of the frizz, because if I just wet the hair, you need something to encourage the curl back into shape. So I use a little bit of this afterwards. So that is basically it. These are the top brands that I use, the top products. I have repurchased every single product here at least 2 or 3 times. So this is my routine down pat. But as I said, I'm certain that me explaining this routine means that my hair will change texture yet again. I'll have to figure something out, but this is what I do. And I think that the important thing to remember is the hair refresher. I only learned about this like a couple of years ago, but this is so essential. It sort of just brings your hair back to life and allows you to restyle it without having to wash it again. So that's really important. And other than that, like a hair dryer with a diffuser, of course. I'm not sure what else there is. I guess silk pillowcase is something that I'm also a really big fan of. I've been using a silk pillowcase for years now. You could use a silk pillowcase, a scarf, a bonnet, whatever you want, but it's really good for curly hair. I think it's good for every hair type, but with curly hair, we are definitely more prone to frizziness, and the silk scarf or pillowcase is really good to just like bring down that frizziness a bit. But yeah, I think that is it for the products that I use. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know in the comments. But I think this is it for my favorites for today's video. I hope this helped. I know that curly hair is a journey, so I hope that these product recommendations can help you out. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think of my beauty favorites for the month of September? Do you have curly hair? Which products do you use or do you avoid? Sound off in the comments below. If you're new to my channel or if you've been watching for some time but haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Like, comment, subscribe. Those are all great ways to support me here on my channel. So I think this is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you next time. Bye.